Hey guys, here we go. Lesson 5 in Unit 2. We are talking about equations again today. So here we go. Missing figures, 5.1. We are on page 39 in your book. Okay, so here are the second and fourth figures in the pattern. What do you think the first and third figures look like in the pattern? So if we look here, we can see that the second pattern, or the second figure, has 2 blocks, one there and one there. And the fourth pattern has 4 blocks, or 4 squares. Okay, so the first pattern is just going to be the first block. That's what that one's going to look like. And the third one's going to look like the 3 blocks. Okay? Describe the 10th figure. Well, the 10th figure is going to be figure 2 just 5 times in a row. Blue on top, blue on the bottom, blue on the top, blue on the bottom, all the way up to 10. Okay? So if we turn the page 40, let's get into the good stuff. There are 100 centimeters in every meter. So we need to fill out the chart. So remember, to find the constant proportionality, we go second column divided by first column. So on this first one, second column is, come on, here we go. Right there. So second column, 100, divided by first column, 1. 100 divided by 1 is 100. So 0.94 times 100, we're just going to move the decimal over twice. And we get 94. So on the next one, we go 1.67 times 100, so we move it over twice, so we get 167. Remember, you can double check this work with on your calculators. The next one, 57.24 times 100, so we move it over twice, so we get 5,724. Okay? And then yesterday we talked about the x, so whenever we multiply a number times a variable, we just go 100, we put it together, so 100x. Okay? Now on this next one, they just flipped it, so centimeters comes first, so now we're going 1 over 100, which is 0.01. Okay, so 250 times 0.01, we move it over twice, we get 2.5. 78.2 times 1.01, we move it over twice, 0.782. 123.9 times 0.01, we move it over twice, so we get 1.239. And then y times 0.01 is just 0.01y. Okay? Number 2 says, for each table, find the constant proportionality. We did that. We have 100 and 1 over 100, or 0.01. What is the relationships between the constant proportionality? They're reciprocals, right? And for each table, write an equation for the proportional relationship. Let x represent the length, and y represent the in meters, and x represent length in centimeters. So if we look here, half of our equations are already right. We need to write 2 of them. So we have 100x. So the one thing we don't have there is y. So y equals 100x. Okay, and on the other one, we have 0.01y. What we don't have there is x, so we're going to equal to x. So there's my 2 equations. X equals 0.01y, y equals 100x. Okay, when we're writing equations, our constant proportionality is always going to go with that first column. So they told me meters was x and length, and centimeters is y. So 100 went with my first column, and that equals my second column. 0.1y went with my first column, and that equals my second column. Okay, we'll do more of that here in a minute. So, filling a water cooler. Priya took 5 minutes to fill a cooler with 8 gallons of water from a faucet that was flowing at a steady rate. Let W be the number of gallons of water in the cooler after T minutes. Which of the following equations represents a relationship between W and T? Select all that apply. So, we could go, we could write a table. We could put W first and T second. So W for water, T for time. So 8 gallons and 5. Okay. So we're going to go 5 divided by 8, second column divided by first column. 5 divided by 8 is 0.625. Now I just said when we write equations, the constant of proportionality goes with your first column. So 0.625W. That's right down here for D, 0.625W. Okay? Now we could flip the order and we could go T first and W second. So 5 here, 8 here, 8 divided by 5 is 1.6. So 1.6 times T equals W. 1.6T right here, A. So those are my two equations. They're actually the same exact thing, just with W by itself and with T by itself. And we'll talk more about that later on. So what does 1.6 tell you about the situation? Well, 1.6 times my time equals my water. Okay, so if I take 5 minutes, I can go 1.6 times 5, and that's going to equal my how many gallons of water I have. Okay, and the other one, what is 0.625, number 3, what does 0.625 tell you? Well, 0.625 times my gallons of water is going to equal my time, how long it takes. Number 4, Priya changed the rate to which the water flowed through the faucet. Write an equation that represents the relationship W and T when it takes 3 minutes to fill the cooler with 1 gallon of water. So I'm going to use time here. So 3 minutes for 1 gallon of water. So 1 divided by 3 is 1/3. Okay? Or 0.333333333. So to write an equation, I'm just going to go 1/3 T equals W. Okay? If you did it the other way around and if you did it here and put 1 and 3, 3 divided by 1 is 3. So then it'd be 3W equals T. Okay? So either equation would work. I could go 3W equals T or 1/3 T equals W. Notice how the numbers are just inverse or reciprocals of each other, and they're with the other letter. So 3 is with W here, and then 1/3 is with T there. Okay? So, which cooler is filling faster? Well, if we look here, we have 1.6 and we have 1/3. Well, which number is bigger, 1.6 or 1/3? Well, 1.6 is bigger, so it's filling faster. This is taking 1/3 of the time, so it's going slow. All right, feeding shrimp. We have a picture of a beautiful shrimp here. It says, in an aquarium, a shrimp is fed 1/5 of a gram of food each day feeding. 1/5 of a gram of food each feeding and is fed 3 times a day. So I need to figure out how much it is fed each day, because if you notice down to here, it says number of days. Okay, so number of days right down here. So if I go 1/5 times 3, I get 3/5. So every day a shrimp is fed 3/5 grams of food. So all I'm going to do is just multiply here. 1/5 times 3/5 is 3/5. 7 times 3/5 is 21/5, which is 4 and 1/5, or 4.2. Use a calculator, right? And then 30 times 3/5 is 18. Okay, so there's our table. What is the constant proportionality? Well, the constant proportionality is 3/5. That's what we multiplied by. If we switch the column in the table, what would be the constant proportionality? Well, if we switch the columns, we'd have to flip the fraction, so it would become 5/3. Use D for number of days and F for amount of food to write two equations. Okay, so if we look here, 3/5 matches up with D. So 3/5 matches up with D. So if I'm going to write an equation, it would be 3/5 D. Come on now. 3/5 D equals F. Okay, and then if I flipped it 5/3, well, 3/5 is with D here, so 5/3 is going to be with F equals D. Okay. If a tank has 10 shrimp in it, how much food is added to the tank each day? Well, if we have 10 more shrimp, they each get 3/5. So 10 times 3/5 of a gram of food, they get 6 more grams. So all I did is I took 10 and plugged it in there for fish. And so I went, oh no, that's food. Never mind. Bad one, over here. 10 more fish, so that we're getting 3/5 more gram. 10 times 3/5 is 6 grams. Okay? And number 7, if an aquarium manager has 300 grams of shrimp of food for this tank of 10 shrimp, how many days will it last? Well, 300 days. We know that 10 shrimp takes 6 grams of food because we just did that one on number 6 grams, right? So we're going to go 300 days divided by 6 grams per day, and we get 50 days. So it's going to last almost 2 months. Okay, and that's it. Let's look at the summary. If Kieran rode his bike at a constant rate of 10 miles per hour, his distance miles in D is proportional to the number of hours T that he rode. We can write this equation, D equals 10 times T. With this equation, it's easy to find the distance Kieran rode when we know how long it took because we can just multiply by 10. We can rewrite the equation, take 10 and flip it, and get 1/10. So we get 1/10 times D equals T. This version of the equation tells us that the amount of time he rode is proportional to the distance he traveled, and the constant of proportionality is 1/10. This form is easier to use when we know his distance and want to find out his time. When two quantities x and y are proportional, we can write the equation. So remember, this is the standard form where k is your constant proportionality. We can say y is proportional to x, and then if you want to flip it, you can go x is equal to 1 over k times y and say x is proportional to y. So it just depends on what you're talking about and what you want to find. On your assignment today, on number 1, you're just filling out another table. So second column divided by first column, and then multiply that number by all the numbers in the first column to get your second column answers. On number 2, you're coming up with 2 equations. It says concrete building blocks weigh 28 pounds each. Use B for the number of blocks and W for the weight. Write 2 equations that relate the 2 variables. One equation should begin with W equals, and the other should begin with B equals. Well, 20 pound is my weight, so 28 times B will equal my weight. And then if you flip that around, the number of blocks equals my weight times 1 over 28. Okay? Remember, there's videos here if you get stuck or don't understand the problems, and you can always go ahead and email me. Thanks.